Good morning. It is 5:37. I'm Emily Vukovic filling in for Rachel Schutzen. Normally I'm on the outside in the field, but today in studio telling you all about the weather right across the region. First off, we're looking at summer-like weather. Well, as we should be. It is the 14th of August. We're right in the middle of summer. Storm risk moving in throughout Thursday, and then we do have some unsettled weather moving in for the weekend. It's going to be really hit or miss, so as it is right now, do not cancel any of your outdoor plans. Now, that's their saying, come for the food, stay for the fun. With Justin Trudeau and Terry Fox and all other sorts of Canadian heroes, it was a really fun time. Yes, we saw some isolated storms. They cleared out, the sun came back out, and everybody kept eating. At least that's what I would have been doing. Now, as you can see, we do have high pressure in place. Not a lot of action moving in through parts of southern Ontario. Temperatures certainly feeling summer-like, pretty much exactly where we should be for this time of year. Getting up to a daytime high of 25, feeling closer to 29, up through Prairie, feeling closer to 28 when you factor in a little bit of humidity. So not a ton. It's going to be quite comfortable. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with it. Now, through this evening, we do have the temperature dropping to about 22 degrees, feeling like 26. I know it looks kind of stormy behind me, but it looks as though we're going to be okay until the day tomorrow, where we do have a very, very slight risk to see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. So here's that high pressure moving through southern Ontario, but we do have that low to the north. So if you are going to be traveling up through Timmins and through Geraldton, through Thunder Bay, risk of some storms today. The risk continues for us throughout southern Ontario as that cold front starts to push in through the lower Great Lakes. That's our risk to see some isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. Temperatures, they're still going to stay fairly warm and muggy. We're looking at 25 degrees for Tuesday afternoon, feeling closer to 32 in the city of Toronto, up through Peterborough, feeling closer to 31, and through Guelph, also feeling like 31. So as you can see, we're staying seasonal, which is good. Now, this upper trough that we've been dealing with across the Prairie provinces and throughout northern Canada, it is hot. I mean, we're seeing record-breaking temperatures up through northwestern territories, like 35 degrees, breaking 100-year-old records. This trough is going to be moving closer to us, but we're going to see a split in the flow. So we are going to be seeing that system coming across the Prairie provinces, moving towards us, giving us the risk of some unsettled weather come Thursday. Coming up in Force of Nature, we'll take a look at some stormy weather. Your Weather Watch continues on this Monday. It is the 14th of August. I'm Emily Vukovic, filling in for Rachel Schutzen today. Normally I'm out in the field. She's off. They pulled me in. And here's your forecast. We are going to be seeing a beautiful day today throughout southern Ontario and through southern Quebec and parts of the Prairie provinces. They've got some storms to worry about. I'll let you know about those if you are traveling. But for us, we're looking great. We've got high pressure in place till tomorrow. We do have the risk to see a few isolated showers moving our way, so keep that in mind if you are going to be planning any kind of outdoor activity. As you can see, not a lot of action on the roads right now. We are going to continue to see temperatures getting up into the 20s today, feeling closer to the low 30s when you factor in that humidex. Temperature right now, 18 degrees. Really, really comfortable if you're going out, walking the dog, going for your early morning run. You'll be just fine. Now, temperatures this afternoon, we're getting up to 25 through Toronto, Markham 25, Newmarket 25 degrees. It's pretty much 25 right across the board until you get to Pickering. Drop into 24. But that heat and humidity still going to be there. Now, when you are out and about today, of course, you're going to be putting on your sunscreen. Did you know that you could make mistakes doing it? Well, take a look at this. See, those are things that you don't normally think about, right? I'm guilty of it. I've gotten to the beach and then put on my sunscreen. That's a no-no. Now, this evening, we're looking at really pleasant temperatures. If you're sitting on a patio for dinner, it's going to be 22 degrees, and through Toronto, 21 through Markham. Throughout the day tomorrow, there's that risk of a few isolated showers, possibly even an isolated thunderstorm through Toronto, down through Hamilton, Guelph, up through Mount Forest, Barrie, Peterborough. Pretty much everybody is in that risk, and it's all because of this cold front that's going to be moving through. Now, today it's up to the north. We are going to continue to see that risk through Thunder Bay and through Timmins over towards Val-d'Or. But throughout the day tomorrow, that cold front sinks south, and then we've got that heat and humidity really sparking off enough energy to give us that risk of isolated thunderstorms. Wednesday, we look good, but then Thursday, here comes that Prairie system now, that zonal flow. We're going to start to see it shift over towards the east. Therefore, we're going to start to see that risk of a few isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorms. But as I said, Wednesday looks pretty good. We're looking at 24 degrees for Toronto, and then Thursday, the potential is there for some active weather to be moving in. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll take a look at your Long Ranger. All in all, not a bad weekend. Now, we did see some isolated showers as well as some storms. We'll talk about the risk of that happening again this week. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. I'm in for Rachel Schutzen today. Normally I'm in the field. They pulled me out, and now I'm going to tell you about your weather from inside the studio instead of outside today. We do have this pattern that's moving its way right across the Prairie provinces. It is bringing in some really intense heat through northern areas. We're talking temperatures up towards 35 degrees. 100-year records have been broken through parts of the Northwest Territories. Now, this is going to be tracking its way north and east, but see how it splits? So we start to see a bit of a mega block, and then we start to see that zonal flow move towards southern Ontario. So we do have the risk to see some isolated showers as well as some thunderstorms moving in for Thursday, but we are also going to be seeing some warmer air moving through. Now this afternoon we do have temperatures hitting our seasonal mark. We're up to 25 through Toronto, feeling more like the low 30s through much of southern Ontario throughout the day today. Barrie getting up to 25, feeling like 28, and through Whitby also feeling closer to 28 when you factor in that humidity. Today we've got high pressure firmly in place, so tons of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. Here comes that system moving in through the south, and we've got that trough, this cold front that's going to be sinking its way south, giving us the risk to see a few isolated thunderstorms throughout the day on Tuesday. Now, what can we expect for the remainder of the week? Let's take a look at your long ranger. Well, we are going to be seeing the heat moving through on Tuesday, 25 degrees, but that risk to see a few isolated thunderstorms. There's that cold front potentially sinking south, giving us that risk, just that trigger when it hits all that hot, humid air. That's where we do have the risk of some storms. Wednesday, nice day. High pressure moves back in, but then on Thursday, this area of low pressure from across the Prairie provinces, that starts to move in, and that is going to be giving us the risk of some isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorms. So Wednesday looks good. Get out there, enjoy it. We're looking at 24 degrees through Toronto, 27 in London, and down towards Windsor. Daytime high of 28 degrees. Here's Thursday. It's looking wet and it's looking much cooler. We are going to see a daytime high of 22 through Toronto, Newmarket 21, and in through Barrie we're going to see a daytime high of 22. After 6 o'clock, I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. Happy Monday to you. It is August the 14th. We're talking about the heat. We're talking about the humidity. We're talking about summer-like conditions in through parts of southern Ontario. Now, we do have the risk to see some storms moving in throughout the day on Thursday and unsettled weather moving in for the weekend. But it's not like we haven't heard that before, right? It looks as though we're going to see fairly decent conditions up until then. With the exception of Thursday, but we'll talk more about that coming up. Okay, we're looking at 18 degrees right now. Currently, we're sitting with a mix of sun and cloud as the sun rises just after 6 o'clock, so we're just moments away from that. Not a lot of action, as you can see on the radar. We do have action coming our way, however, and we'll talk about that right now. Here's that huge ridge right across the Prairie provinces and Northwest Territories. They are seeing record-breaking heat. We're talking 35 degrees in some areas, a lot of areas breaking 100-year-old records. Now, is this heat going to be coming our way? Kind of. We have this ridge. It's going to move its way north and it's going to move its way east, but we're also seeing a split in the jet. So we're going to get to see that more zonal flow, and that is going to carry that Prairie system right across us moving in throughout the day on Thursday. Now, looking at our temperatures for this afternoon, we're looking at 25 to Toronto, Barrie 25 degrees, down through London we're looking at 26. Now, in through parts of Niagara, we're looking at 19 degrees, risk of a few isolated showers. How much do you know about the Niagara region? Take a look at this. No big deal. Hop in a barrel, go over the falls. Incredible, right? Okay, let's take a look at some other regions throughout the day tomorrow. There's that risk of isolated showers as well as thunderstorms for you up through Barrie and in through Huntsville. We're looking at 24 degrees. The cold front to the north today is sinking south throughout the day tomorrow. That's what's giving us that trigger to see those storms firing up. High pressure moves back in for Wednesday and then Thursday. Remember we were talking about that jet stream and how we start to see that more zonal flow once it splits? Well, that's what's going to be dragging over this system across the Prairie provinces, moving in through the lower Great Lakes, giving us a chance of showers. Isolated thunderstorms, we're looking at 22 degrees for Toronto, 21 through Newmarket, seeing a daytime high of 22 for Barrie. Don't go anywhere. Your local forecast details start right now. It's going to be another nice day today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic, in for Rachel Schutzen today. Normally I'm out in the field. They pulled me in. they said, all right, you got to do the forecast with the roof over your head today. So lucky for me, not a lot of active weather outside. Lucky for you as well. Through Barrie, you can see sun just on the verge of rising. Still fairly dark, but temperatures really quite mild. We're looking at mid to high teens through many areas throughout southern Ontario. Not a lot of action on the radar, as you can see, so we're expecting to see a beautiful day with high pressure in place, lots of sunshine. Tomorrow, things could change because of this. We do have this area of low pressure bringing in rain today through Timmins, through Kapuskasing, all the way over through Chapleau and in through Val-d'Or. That's going to sink its way south, giving us the risk of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow. Now, this amplified jet stream, I mean, look at how far north it goes. So all this warm air is filtering in across the Prairie provinces right up through the Northwest Territories. Now, this upper trough, it is going to be tracking its way east, but it's going to split. We're going to start to see a little bit more of a zonal flow through moving in through southern Ontario. This is going to be giving us the risk of isolated showers, possibly a few isolated thunderstorms throughout the day on Thursday. So get out and enjoy today. Tomorrow, slight risk of storms, and then Wednesday, high pressure moves back in. So this afternoon, Windsor, hot, sticky, looking at 27 degrees, 25 in Toronto. We're looking at that rain up north if you are traveling. I know a lot of people are still doing it this summer. And we are going to be seeing the risk of isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon, mostly through cottage country, but it may sink its way south down towards the GTA. In through Toronto, 25 degrees, in through Barrie, 24. Mix of sun and cloud, risk of isolated storms popping up. Wednesday, high pressure returns. We're going to see more sunshine, but temperatures just slightly cooler. We're looking at a daytime high of 24 through Toronto and in through Barrie, 24 degrees, but still lots of sunshine. Then that prairie system starts to move our way. The zonal flow really just picks it up and pushes it towards us throughout the day on Thursday. So there's that area of low pressure. There's our risk to see some showers, isolated thunderstorms tracking in. Temperatures touch cooler, a little bit below our seasonal average. We're only going to see a daytime high of 22 degrees.
Well, hope you're enjoying your Monday so far. Glad you can make us a part of it. Shannon and Emily here with you. Just want to take a look at our temperatures this afternoon. It's going to be pretty nice across much of Ontario and into Quebec.
I don't think anyone's complaining, Shannon, about this forecast. I mean, we have got heat, humidity starting to build back in again. For the next couple of days, it is still going to be feeling like summer.
Yeah, exactly.
As it saw stormy conditions throughout the day on Saturday, stormy conditions throughout the day on Sunday. But today, the stormy risk is going to be to the north.
Temperature-wise, it's pretty nice. We're sitting in that seasonal mark. In Montreal, Gatineau, you're staying in the clear. So 27 in Gatineau, 26 in Montreal. Into Charlottetown.
Yeah, but that looks beautiful, doesn't it? The windmills just moving in. Kathleen sent in that video. We love to see all your stuff, so please continue to send in your videos.
Jenner. And Michelle is visiting Halifax, so let's check in with her.
Well, I'm out here on the Halifax waterfront with Michelle Mackey. It's so great to have you here. This is her first time in Atlantic Canada. So you see she has something in her hands here. It's a traditional Halifax treat. It's actually recently named our official food. So here we have it, the moment Michelle tries a donair. I've got my selfie stick.
Here we
Let's
go.
see this. It's good? It's good. What do you think? What's your initial reaction?
Oh my gosh. This is so good.
All right, there you go. That's my first donair play-by-play. A great treat. You got to come try one.
All right, awesome stuff. Thanks to Michelle and Nate for that. I think she liked it. She didn't say much, but she definitely was eating it. You know, I'm not 100% sure. I've been to Halifax, but I've never actually tried it. All right, taking a look into our long range, this amplified pattern, it starts to break down. I hope you had a fantastic weekend.
Hi there. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. Lots of people went down for the food. Of course, they stayed for the fun because there was a ton of that too. Today is Monday. It's August the 14th at 6:37. I'm Emily Vukovic, and today we're going to be talking about a mix of sun and clouds. For this afternoon, we are going to be seeing a fairly decent day. We do have that risk moving in for some storms on Thursday and then an unsettled pattern for the weekend. We're going to get to all of those details, but first, we'll take a look at what's happening right now. Not much, as you can see on the radar, looking pretty bare. Not a lot of action, a little bit of cloud cover here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be dry. We do have high pressure in place, so temperatures getting up to 25 degrees. Feeling closer to 29 when you factor in the humidity, feeling closer to 28 through Barrie, and feeling closer to 29 through Peterborough. Now this evening, if you're having dinner on a patio, if you're at a soccer game or a baseball game, you're looking at fairly clear conditions. We're looking at 22 degrees, still feeling a little muggy. 26, the winds are going to be coming in from the southeast, and everybody loves a southerly flow throughout the summer. Now, we've got high pressure today. That's going to keep us sunny. Tomorrow, we do have an area of low pressure that is going to be sinking its way south. This cold front, it's just going to trigger off enough energy to bring in that risk of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, we clear back out again. High pressure arrives. We are going to be seeing more sun. Tomorrow, temperatures dropping just slightly in some areas, but the humidity rising a little bit more. So a little bit more warm air coming in from across the Prairie provinces. So feeling closer to 32 in Toronto, feeling closer to 31 in Newmarket, and feeling closer to 30 through Barrie. Now, this upper trough that has been bringing in record-breaking heat right across the Northwest Territory. Some areas hitting 35 degrees. That hasn't been seen in about 100 years in some communities, so very warm. Now, the jet is really going to start to split. We're going to start to see a more zonal trend moving in across the southern portion of Ontario, and that is going to be giving us that risk to see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. It's pretty much just going to drag that prairie system right to us. So risk of isolated showers, thunderstorms, and cooler temperatures. But for Wednesday, get out and enjoy it. We are going to be seeing some sunshine, temperatures getting up to 24, feeling closer to 30 for the city of Toronto, and in through Hamilton on Thursday, feeling closer to 34, but notice the temperature drop through Toronto. 22 is our daytime high. So keep that in mind if you are going to be out and about. You've got some daytime plans. Now, coming up in 4... Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is the 14th of August, and good news. Today's going to feel like summer. I know, I don't like that I have to say that, but some days have really not. Temperatures are going to be staying close to seasonal throughout much of southern Ontario. Quick look across the country. This amplified jet, that's going to become our story in a couple of days, but it's not going to bring us the same kind of heat that it has brought the Prairie provinces and the Northwest Territories. It is going to be bringing us some heat, which I think is good news. Current conditions, we're looking at 18 degrees right now through the city of Toronto. Temperatures are going to be warming throughout the day today. We're getting up to a daytime high of 25 with some sunshine. Now through Markham, we're looking at 25 degrees, and up through Newmarket, 25. Feeling a little warmer than that when you factor in the humidity. Now this evening, if you're heading out to a soccer game, a ball game, if you are planning on having dinner in the backyard or sitting on a patio, we're looking at 22 through Toronto, 21 in Pickering, 20 through Oshawa, down through Oakville, 22 degrees, and 22 through Newmarket. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, we do have a cold front to the north today. That is going to be bringing places like Timmins and in through Kapuskasing, all the way over towards Val-d'Or. Risk of showers and isolated thunderstorms. Tomorrow, it's going to sink its way a little bit south, and it's going to act as a trigger. It's going to mix with all that heat and humidity that we're feeling, and that's going to give us that risk for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Wednesday, we clear out. Here's that cold front that I was just mentioning that's going to be sinking south. Wednesday, high pressure moves back into the picture. And then on Thursday, here comes this next prairie system. We are going to be seeing the chance of showers, isolated thunderstorms, and cooler temperatures. Now today, if you are going to be heading out, if you're going to the splash pad, if you're going to Wonderland, if you're doing anything outside, make sure you're putting on your sunscreen. But are you doing it right? Take a look at this. Good tips, because you know half of us are doing it wrong all the time. All right, now for Wednesday, another sunscreen day. You're going to want to lather it on. 24 degrees, tons of sun. Up through Barrie, we're looking at 24 degrees. Come Wednesday, that system, it's staying at bay, but then Thursday starts to move into our territory. We're going to see our temperatures cool down. We're going to be seeing a daytime high of 22. Still feel fairly muggy, but we're going to see those showers moving in. Now coming up, your local forecast details, and then we take a look at your top 5 national parks. Hi there, I'm Emily Vukovic in for Rachel Schutzen today. Normally I'm in the field. They brought me in. I'm in the forecast with the roof over my head today. Lots of stuff to talk to you about. It is Monday. It is the 14th of August, and we are seeing a mix of sun and cloud today. Another beautiful day through the lower Great Lakes. We do, however, have a storm risk moving in throughout the day for Thursday. We'll get to all those details, and an unsettled weekend. Again, we'll get to all those details coming up as well. Now, if you're heading out today, we're looking at 18 degrees right now. If you're off for your morning run, if you're walking the dog, if you are, I don't know, summer school's probably not still in though, is it? But summer camps are certainly in. I know a lot of kids are going to be going out. Think sunscreen today because the UV index is going to be high, but right now we're sitting comfortably at 18 degrees. The radar, as you can see, well, there's not a lot to see. We're looking at fairly clear conditions, a little mix of sun and cloud throughout the day today, but for the most part, calm conditions. Now, we do have this upper trough. It's been moving its way right across the Prairie provinces. This high pressure sitting up through northwestern territories, that has been giving record-breaking heat through many communities. We're talking 35 degrees. That record hasn't been set for over 100 years. I mean, so we are seeing very, very warm air moving in with this amplified jet. Now, this is going to continue to track its way north and east, but then we're going to start to see a bit of a split flow, and this is going to be tracking the system that's across the Prairie provinces right in through southern Ontario for Thursday. So expect to see wet conditions, chance of thunderstorms, and temperatures are going to be dropping, and I'll show you those in just a few moments. For this afternoon, we're looking at tons of sunshine, 25 degrees through Toronto, 25 through Barrie, and if you are going to be heading down to the Niagara region, we're looking at 19 degrees for tomorrow morning with a chance of a few isolated showers. Now, if you've never been to the Niagara region, take a look at this. Well, you should certainly check out Niagara region if you have never done so. Maybe play tourist in your own city. If you haven't, go and visit it again. It's worth it, that's for sure. All right, so tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at that risk of a few isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorms with that trough that's going to be sinking from the north to the south. That's just going to play off as a trigger. When it hits all that hot, humid air, that's where we could see some active weather. Now, Wednesday, high pressure moves back in, so we're going to see more sunshine. And then Thursday, here's that big system coming through that is going to be giving us rain and cooler temperatures. We'll have more details coming up in your long ranger, but first, your local details. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is the 14th of August, and we are expecting to see a beautiful day today. In Barrie, the sun is up. We are seeing a mix of sun and cloud, temperatures hovering around the mid to high teens. If you are heading off to summer camp, if you're heading off to work, if you're off to, I don't know, anywhere this morning, it's blue sky, a few clouds in the sky. It was stormier throughout the day on Saturday than it was on Sunday. A lot of places did see some really isolated severe thunderstorms. Even a couple of tornadoes were seen throughout parts of Ontario. Now, looking at the satellite radar, nothing. We're not seeing anything. We are going to continue to see a very nice day today. Tomorrow, things could change slightly, all because of this area of low pressure. It's bringing in showers as well as some isolated thunderstorms through Timmins, Kapuskasing, through Geraldton, all the way over towards Val-d'Or. But then we do have this amplified jet right across the Prairie provinces. Now, this is going to be tracking its way east, becoming our story come Thursday. It's going to split. It's going to turn into a more zonal flow to the south, and it's literally just going to pick up a system across the Prairie provinces and track its way east towards us, bringing us showers, isolated thunderstorms, and much cooler temperatures. This afternoon, we're looking at a beautiful daytime high of 25 degrees, lots of sunshine in the forecast. For areas further north, very similar forecast. Barrie, daytime high getting up to 24 tomorrow, risk of a few isolated showers and risk of a few isolated thunderstorms. Now, throughout the day on Wednesday, high pressure is going to return back to our region, so we're going to see the potential for some stormy weather tomorrow. Sunshine throughout the day on Wednesday, and then that major system starts to roll in throughout the day on Thursday. So here it is across the Prairie provinces. The zonal flow of the jet's just going to pick it right up, track it towards our direction, and that's where we're going to be seeing those cooler temperatures and that risk of isolated thunderstorms. So 22 degrees for Thursday. Still going to feel pretty muggy though. We are still going to be feeling closer to the high 20s, low 30s depending on where you are. Hamilton 24 degrees, Barrie up to 22, and in through Peterborough we're looking at a daytime high of 21. Looking quickly at your 7-day forecast for the city of Toronto. 25 tomorrow, 20.
Well, it is Monday morning. Hope you had a fantastic weekend wherever you are across the country. Shannon and Emily here with you at the Weather Network. I want to take you outside.
No. I think that goes with working an early morning show, is that you sleep like a stone at the end of the week, and you just don't. So no, I did not hear that.
Okay, well that is good. If you're in Toronto this afternoon, 26 in Ottawa. Areas further north though, Emily, is where we've got that risk for some thunderstorms, isolated severe as well.
Yeah, stretching all the way from Thunder Bay through Timmins, all the way over over towards Kapuskasing and Geraldton, straight through to parts of southern Quebec. Quebec City in that risk to see some isolated thunderstorms. You can see on the radar just a stormy weekend throughout the Maritime provinces. And then today, a beautiful forecast.
That is awesome. Thanks, Michelle and Nate, for that. All right, Emily, let's dive into our long-range forecast. Yeah, I like how she held up the donair like a trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. I would too. This is my thing. You go, Michelle.
Newfoundland, wanted to just let you know, although we're seeing warmer air throughout portions of Ontario, it's not going to be warmer air further to the east.
No, we are going to see temperatures cool down. Make sure you stay with us after your local forecast details around the world. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic filling in for Rachel Schutzen on this Monday. It is the 14th of August. Here are today's developing stories. Mix of sun and clouds today. Not a bad forecast at all to kick off the week. Storm risk moving in throughout the day on Thursday, and unfortunately we do have an unsettled weekend yet again. Now, if you were out and about this weekend and the festivities continued, the whole saying of Taste of the Danforth is that you come for the food and you stay for the fun, and they had a lot of that there all weekend long. Now, looking at our radar, we're not seeing a lot of active weather, if any, throughout southern Ontario. We've got high pressure firmly in place, so that is giving us lots of sunshine throughout the day today, and temperatures exactly where we want them. We want them to be warm, but not too warm. We're looking at 25 degrees through Toronto, feeling closer to 29 when you factor in that humidity. 29 is what it's going to feel like through Newmarket and through Guelph, feeling closer to 28. Touch warmer through Hamilton, feeling closer to 30. This evening, if you're having dinner on a patio, if you're hosting a barbecue, if you're at a ball game or a soccer game, it's going to be really comfortable. We're looking at 22 degrees, relatively clear sky. Now, throughout the week, we do have some active weather that is going to be building in. We do have a couple of systems that are going to be plaguing the lower Great Lakes. Today, there's the high pressure. We've got an area of low pressure to the north, bringing in showers, Thunder Bay, Geraldton, Timmins, all the way over towards Val-d'Or. This cold front sinking south is going to trigger enough energy for the risk of isolated showers, possibly an isolated thunderstorm throughout the day tomorrow for much of southern Ontario, including the GTA. Now, throughout the day on Wednesday, we are going to start to clear out again, and I'll show you that in just a moment. First, quick look at temperatures for Tuesday. Hot and humid, we're looking at feeling like 33 through Hamilton with a temperature of 26, 25 through Toronto, feeling like 32, and it's going to feel like 30 up in Barrie. Now, this amplified jet that we have across the Prairie provinces is bringing in record-breaking temperatures through parts of the Northwest Territories. We're talking daytime highs close to 35, breaking 100-year-old records. This is going to track its way east and north, but the jet stream starts to split, and we're going to start to see a more zonal flow over the lower Great Lakes. It is literally going to pick up that system that's been tracking its way across the Prairie provinces and bring it to us come Thursday. It is going to be cooling down our temperatures, but Wednesday looks good. We've got high pressure in place. It's not until Thursday where we start to see that cool down, so only getting up to a daytime high of 22, feeling closer to 27 when you factor in that humidity, and then Friday, temperatures relatively seasonal as well. Coming up, in force of nature, you don't want to miss this video. Storm. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Monday. It is the 14th of August. I'm filling in for Rachel Schutzen. If you watch our morning show regularly, you'll know that I've now taken the job outside the studio in the field. But today I've decided to do the forecast with a roof over my head and a green screen behind me. We've got lots of updates for you, so make sure you stay with us for the next 3 minutes. We have got an amplified jet right across the Prairie provinces. Now this is bringing in record high temperatures right through Northwest Territories. We're talking daytime highs, 35 degrees, breaking 100-year-old records. Now, this amplified jet is going to be moving our way, just not yet. We are going to be seeing the chance of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and I'll get to that in just a few moments. Here's a look at some of our live webcams. As that should clear out, we'll see more of a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon. Not a lot happening in our radar. We're looking at 17 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud, but a little bit more cloud than sunshine at the moment. By this afternoon, we're looking at 25 degrees for the city of Toronto, Oakville getting up to 25, 25 through Newmarket as well as Mississauga and Burlington with that sunshine. This evening, if you're heading out to your kid's soccer game, maybe you have a baseball game to go to, if you're planning on having dinner on a patio or just hosting something in your backyard, looks nice. Temperatures into the low 20s for this evening and staying relatively clear. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, we've got a cold front that's to the north of us right now. It's moving in through Timmins and Kapuskasing all the way over towards Val-d'Or, bringing in the risk of showers and isolated thunderstorms. That cold front is going to be sinking south throughout the day tomorrow. Here it is right here. And that's going to provide us with a little bit of a trigger for isolated, non-severe thunderstorms throughout the GTA. Come Wednesday, high pressure moves back in, so we are going to be seeing more in the way of sunshine. And then come Thursday, here comes that system from across the Prairie provinces that is going to be bringing us some rain and isolated thunderstorms. Now for Wednesday, that high pressure returning, we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine, temperatures getting up to 24 for Toronto and Barrie, 23 through Whitby, down through Niagara Falls, a daytime high of 25. There's that high pressure for Wednesday. Moving out come Thursday, that amplified jet, it splits. We get more of a zonal flow right across the Prairie province, right across southern Ontario. And that's going to help trigger and drag that area of low pressure over towards our region. So that's why we're going to be seeing the chance of showers and isolated thunderstorms. Temperatures also cooling down, not significantly, but we're going to be below our seasonal average come Thursday. So 22 for Toronto, we're looking at 21 in Newmarket, 22 through Barrie and Peterborough, seeing a few showers, daytime high getting up to 21 degrees. Now come Friday, we are going to be seeing our temperatures warm up again slightly. We're looking at 25 degrees, but those showers, they're going to linger. We are going to be seeing the chance of a few isolated showers as that system departs. Looking at your 7-day forecast for Kitchener, there's that rain for Thursday and 22 degrees, but still feeling fairly muggy. It's going to feel closer to 28. Friday, lingering showers. Saturday, Sunday looking much better. So it looks as though we could see a fairly unsettled start to the weekend. Same deal for you in Oshawa, and then clearing out for Sunday. More of these details coming up right now in your locals. So lovely. Thanks for joining us. It is Monday. Oh, happy Monday. It is August the 14th. I'm Emily Vukovic. I'm in for Rachel Schutzen. Normally I am out in the field, but today I am inside, giving you your weather from a roof over my head today. We do have a very amplified pattern. It's breaking down right across the Prairie provinces. So what's been happening, they've been seeing a lot of heat, a lot of humidity right across the southern prairies, but this jet stream bringing the warm air all the way up through the Northwestern Territory. So we're seeing like record-breaking heat. We're seeing daytime highs close to 35 degrees. So breaking 100-year records through some communities. Now this system is going to be tracking its way kind of east and north, and we are going to see a lot of warm air moving in, but we're also going to see a bit of a split flow. So more of a zonal flow throughout Ontario. So we are going to be seeing that warmer air moving in. Temperatures bumping up to about 25 degrees today, feeling closer to the low 30s. We are going to be feeling that heat and humidity as well. So closer to feeling like 27 through Mount Forest, up through Peterborough and Whitby, feeling closer to 29, 28. And then throughout the day tomorrow, we do have that risk to see a few isolated thunderstorms. Now we do have this high pressure that will sink south. We are going to be seeing this cold front bringing in storms and wet conditions to the north today, has the potential to bring us the same conditions throughout the day tomorrow. But it's a very slight risk. As you can see, we do have that risk with the icon showing us a little bit more cloud cover, but still sunshine peeking through, daytime high getting up to 25 degrees through Toronto. We are going to be seeing this pattern continue as we get closer to Thursday. We'll talk about that right now in our Long Ranger. All right, so Wednesday, we are going to be seeing a fairly decent day. We've got high pressure in place. We are going to be seeing some sunshine. Temperature's a little bit cooler, though. We're only going to get up to a daytime high of about 22 to 24 degrees in the GTA. Here's that system that we've been watching for Thursday. It's coming in across the Prairie province, and it has the potential to give us the risk of isolated showers and thunderstorms. So Wednesday, there's that 24 degrees with some sunshine. Barrie getting up to 24 degrees. And then on Thursday, dropping to 22, we are going to be seeing some showers through the region. Links, why not? It's a fun thing to do on a beautiful weekend, right? I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us. I'm in for Rachel Schutzen today. Normally I'm out in the field. Today, in the studio, giving you the weather with a bit of a roof over my head. All right, today we do have a mix of sun and cloud. We do have that storm risk for Thursday, and then an unsettled weekend, very similar to the weekend we just saw. It's going to be more unsettled for Saturday than it will be on Sunday. As you can see right now, not a lot of action going on the radar. We are going to be seeing high pressure stick around throughout the day today. This amplified jet across the Prairie provinces is very interesting. It is bringing in a ton of hot air through southern areas of the Prairie Prairie provinces and up through the Northwest Territories. Record-breaking temperatures, in fact. Some communities are seeing daytime highs around 35 degrees. 100-year records have been broken through many communities. Now, this system is going to be tracking our way come Thursday. The jet, it's going to split, and we're going to start to see a more zonal flow move in through southern Ontario, and that is going to be giving us the risk of isolated showers and thunderstorms throughout the day on Thursday. Today, however, we look great. 25 degrees, lots of sunshine. Barrie getting up to 25, London 26. If you're traveling east towards Ottawa, we're seeing 26 with lots of sunshine. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, we are going to be seeing that risk of isolated showers and thunderstorms in through the Niagara region, 19 degrees with the chance of showers. Now, if you've never been to the Niagara region, take a look at this. Such a great year, well, if any year, to celebrate what we have to offer in Canada, and Niagara Falls is certainly a one thing to check out. Taking a look at our temperatures for Tuesday in Huntsville, 24 degrees. There's that risk of isolated showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Wednesday, we've got high pressure moving back in, and then on Thursday, there's that system from the Prairie provinces cooling down our temperatures, bringing us the risk of showers as well as isolated thunderstorms. Stay with us. Your local details start now. We did see an EF1 tornado through Leamington, both of those happening on Friday. Now in Barrie today, not a bad start to the day, a mix of sun and cloud, temperatures getting up into the mid to high teens. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. It is August the 14th, and it's going to feel like summer today. We've got high pressure in place, as you can see on the radar, not a lot of active weather. We are going to be seeing sunshine and temperatures getting close to where they should be for this time of year. Now, across the Prairie provinces, we have this amplified jet. And you're thinking, well, wait a second, we're not across the Prairie provinces, but whatever happens in the west is going to track towards the east and impact our weather directly. And that's exactly what's going to happen with this. What is going to be happening is this amplified jet, it really starts to break down. We are going to see this trough tracking its way east, and then it's going to split. We're going to start to see a more zonal flow from that split jet stream, and that is going to help track a system from the Prairie provinces directly over top of us come Thursday. So we're looking at isolated showers as well as some thunderstorms moving in through the region. This afternoon, however, it's beautiful, stretching from Windsor all the way up through Ottawa, nothing but sunshine. To the north, different story. Kapuskasing, Thunder Bay, Timmins, all the way in through Val-d'Or, Quebec. We are going to be seeing that risk of isolated showers as well as thunderstorms. Now, that cold front is going to track its way south, and that's going to be our trigger throughout the day tomorrow. So we do have that risk to see a few isolated showers, possibly even some thunderstorms firing up through Cottage Country, Barrie at 24 degrees, Toronto seeing a daytime high of 25. With that risk of an isolated shower, possibly even an afternoon thunderstorm. Now by Wednesday, we really start to clear out. Temperatures stay seasonal at 24 degrees, Barrie also 24, in through Huntsville 24 degrees, high pressure moving back in. And then on Thursday, here comes that system. That is going to be bringing us the risk of showers and isolated thunderstorms. They're going to be lingering throughout the day on Friday. Temperatures, they're going to cool down, but it's still going to feel quite muggy. It's still going to feel closer to 27 degrees through Hamilton on Thursday, and up through Barrie still feeling more like the upper 20s. The 7-day forecast for Toronto has us fairly unsettled as we get closer to the end of the week. There are those showers for Thursday, Friday, lingering Saturday. New system bringing in the risk of some showers, but then by Sunday, clearing out nicely. It's Monday. It is August the 14th. I'm Emily Vukovic, and here are today's developing stories. A nice summer day today, a mix of sun and cloud. Caveat moving in on Thursday, that is going to interrupt our summer-like weather with stormy weather on the way and an unsettled weekend. It's not going to be a complete washout. I'll have all those details coming up in just a few moments. All sorts of Canadian heroes. It was a really cool event, of course, with delicious food. Now, there were some storms, but after they moved out, sunshine came back, and so did all the spectators. Today, a beautiful day. We've got temperatures hitting the mid-20s, feeling more like the upper 20s, low 30s when you factor in the humidity. This evening, if you've got a ball game, if you're watching your kids play soccer, if you're hosting a barbecue, if you're sitting on a patio, great conditions. We're looking at 22 degrees. Bring a light sweater, but for the most part, it's going to be great. Now, today we've got high pressure in place. Tomorrow, we do have a system to the north today that is bringing in rain, showers, isolated thunderstorms, Thunder Bay, Geraldton, all the way over towards Timmins and Val-d'Or. That is going to be our trigger tomorrow. This high pressure is going to sink south, as is this cold front, triggering off enough instability to give us the risk of a few isolated showers, possibly a late day thunderstorm as well with that heat and humidity. Temperatures, they're going to be warm. We're looking at 25 through Toronto, feeling like 32. Barrie feeling closer to 30, and over towards Peterborough feeling closer to 31. Now, what happens in the west generally affects us in the east, and that's exactly what's going to happen with this amplified jet stream across the Prairie provinces, bringing in record-breaking heat through the Northwest Territories. This high pressure is going to continue to track its way north, but this big dip in the jet stream and the split, we're going to see a more zonal flow moving in through parts of southern Ontario, and that jet stream is literally just going to drag that Prairie system over to us for Thursday, giving us showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, high pressure in place, 24, feeling like 30, feeling closer to 28 in Barrie, feeling closer to 30 through Hamilton. And then Thursday, that's when the rain starts to come in. Now, if the rain holds off until the afternoon, we're barely going to hit 22 degrees. But if that rain moves in earlier, temperature is only going to be getting up to about the mid-teens. Come Friday, we rebound nicely temperature-wise and conditions-wise. We are going to be seeing more sunshine, but those showers, they could certainly be lingering throughout the morning hours and then tapering off into the afternoon. Your Weather Watch continues. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday. It is the 14th of August, and we have some active weather to talk to you about, but we also have some beautiful summer-like conditions ahead. Now, first off, we'll talk about what's happening today. We've got an amplified ridge right across the Prairie provinces. That is going to impact our weather come middle of the week, closer to Thursday. And then coming up on the weekend, we do have some unsettled conditions, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a complete washout, which I think a lot of people are going to be happy about. Okay, now looking at this afternoon, we've got beautiful conditions, 25 degrees through the city of Toronto, 25 through Markham, as well as into Newmarket. Mississauga also hitting a daytime high of 25. High pressure firmly in place, tons of sunshine. This evening, if you're heading out to have dinner on a patio, if your kid's got a ball game, if you're going out to play soccer, really great conditions. Throughout the day tomorrow, we do have that risk to see a few isolated showers, possibly even a thunderstorm. Today, we do have a cold front that's throughout northern Ontario, and this one right here is bringing in showers through Thunder Bay, Geraldton, across through Timmins and Val-d'Or. Throughout the day tomorrow, it is going to be sinking south, and it's just going to act as enough of a trigger to spark off some isolated non-severe thunderstorms moving in through parts of southern Ontario. High pressure moves back in for Wednesday, and then come Thursday, this area of low pressure moving in from across the Prairie provinces is going to be bringing in the risk of isolated showers as well as isolated thunderstorms. Now, we are going to be seeing cooler temperatures throughout the day on Wednesday, but not bad. I mean, we're close to seasonal at 24 degrees with some sunshine. Newmarket, 24 degrees, and in through Barrie, also seeing a daytime high of 24. Now, come Thursday, we'll talk about that system coming up, but if you're out and about today, sunscreen, a very important thing to think about, but are you putting it on right? Take a look at this.
You're probably doing it wrong.
Common mistakes. People don't necessarily think about it. I've been a victim. I've put on my sunscreen after getting to the beach. Now on Thursday, it looks as though we won't have to worry about sunscreen too much. It's going to be pouring throughout southern Ontario. Fairly widespread system going to be bringing us some showers, possibly some isolated thunderstorms throughout the region, and temperatures cooling down. Don't go anywhere. Your local details start right now.